Hey guys, I wanted to share with you my post-Vipassana symptoms. So I came back from my first Vipassana retreat, and what surprised me is not what happens during the retreat, but what happens after. How my mind and my body reacted to this retreat. So three things I find most prominent. The first thing is right after the retreat, the first day, I scrolled my phone the whole day. I was never such a person. I rarely mindlessly scroll my phone for such a long time. Obviously, like everybody else, I'm pretty affected by smartphones and its impact on my capability to focus. But I was just not such a person, and this behavior is quite abnormal. Second thing I notice is I crave sweets. I mean, I like chocolate muffins, but I'm quite moderate about it. And after retreat, I also find out I indulge myself in a lot more sweet than I used to. The third thing is I become really tired. I mean, before the retreat, I was quite actively exercising almost every day. Like every day I would do some sort of sport. If I didn't do, I would feel something is missing. It's not always intense, but consistent. So if today I did HIIT, the next day I would do something lighter like yoga, the day after something a little bit more like dancing. But after the retreat, I honestly, like last week, I did maybe just 1 or 2 workouts, and that feels a lot. My body gets tired very easily, and a lot of the times I just want to sleep. Here comes the important part. In the past, I probably would blame myself for not able to immediately start to function because I used to push myself, optimizing myself to stay on the right track. But this time it feels different. So I can clearly feel it's not laziness. It's almost like my body is doing me a favor finally and asking me to just chill basically. And for someone who is high functioning, this feels quite unusual. I can feel that the body is detoxing and reorganizing itself in order to help me to adapt to a new lifestyle that is more sustainable. Phone scrolling behavior is like my mind feels threatened. It's almost like it's trying to drag me back into the old system, while my body is clearly sending me signals like, no, I don't really need this stuff right now. I just wanted to slow down. And it happens at a turning point also for me, because during the past 2 years, I have been producing contents on Chinese platforms. I've been doing pretty well, and some of the videos has really good statistics. But after a while, I quickly realized something uncomfortable is the way that I deliver the content, because I always do a lot of research and I try to be correct. I try to deliver something structured, correct, and sounds right. And if I continue to express myself in that way, it's unlikely I will be attracted to voluntarily doing this thing on a regular basis, because very quickly it turns me off. That's not me. That's not me, and there's part of me that is not integrated in this process. So before this retreat, I already set up my English website and product. So my original plan is when I came out of the retreat, I would directly jump to the content, like bam, 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 I would start to create, be productive. But after I did Vipassana, I decided to have a slow start and really start to explore, is there any other type of expression that would suit me better? Any type of expression that would evolve more of a question instead of an answer? Because a lot of our questions, the answers we get is just the best we can assemble at that moment in life. not always correct, but the best we could do. And I would just share the best I could do at this moment without thinking if that's the final answer or absolutely right answer. So if I would suggest to someone going out of Vipassana, here would be my 3 suggestions. First thing is, don't use your old performance standard to judge yourself, because you're not in a performing phase. You're in an integration phase where your body requested you and you should take a slower pace than usual to properly integrate and let your body and nervous system to embrace this new change. It is for your own good. Second is reduce high intensity information intake, whether it's short videos or catastrophe news or controversial content, because right now you are very sensitive. You're very sensitive to everything that is happening around you, and you're absorbing a lot more than you realize. So you need to be careful about what information you're taking in to feed your brain. The third thing is, don't fight sleepiness, don't fight tiredness. Now you really need it, and now it is a time that you allow yourself to enjoy this rest that you should be granting yourself a long time ago, and now finally it's here. So just enjoy it. When you feel tired, take a nap, take a rest, or just like what we learned in the course, you can keep your awareness and observe yourself. Even if you cannot fall asleep, you're getting the thing that you really need. And I hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time. Bye.